Early in the morning.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and I'm back with a very distressing and upsetting story today. One that I wasn't anticipating doing a video on, but it's been an extremely sad turn of events, and it's important that I shine light on this story. Now, guys, before I say anything, before I go into this video, I want to caveat this by saying I don't know if this is 100% confirmed. I know the crime is 100% confirmed, and you saw a video at the start of this video, and you've probably seen it on social media, but the aftermath, the fallout, I don't know if this is 100% confirmed. However, there's reports on social media that are claiming this to be true. I do want to report on this in the event that it is true, so I can shine light upon the story and help find the culprit. You know what I'm saying? The culprits, should I say, plural. Because if this person has taken his own life, then these men, they must be cool because they played a part in this. So now I've said that, as you can see from the title, we are talking about these two clowns, yeah, who decided to rob watches from a jeweler's, right? But not only that, it's being reported that the jeweler who they robbed, who was on that CCTV footage, I didn't want to play the whole video, but I played a snippet at the start. Apparently, that young man has taken his own life. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. I'm saddened. I'm disgusted. Apparently the young man's name is Ollie, but as I said, I don't know this to be 100% confirmed yet. These are early reports. So guys, I'm gonna get straight into this video, man, because this is another crazy turn of events that I just didn't anticipate happening. You know, I saw this story break yesterday and I thought, I'll address it in my own time, but now it's gotten much worse. I can't wait. I have to talk about this now. So guys, I'd really appreciate it if you press the like button on this video. It makes a massive difference on how the YouTube video performs in the algorithm. It'll push it out to a wider audience and we can help more people day by day. If you like me and you like my content, please consider pressing that subscribe button. We recently hit 50,000 subscribers yesterday. It was a massive milestone for me. I may not be showing it right now, but I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely grateful, but now's not the time to really talk about that. Press the bell to be notified. Let's go. So I played a video at the start of this video. I didn't want to play the whole thing, but in that video, a young man who allegedly goes by the name of Ollie, he is working at a jeweler's when two men come in and they're looking at watches, right? Ollie appears to be showing the man the watches, and at some point, one of the man, the big man, he grabs Ollie and he manhandles him. He literally grips him like this and holds him. And it's unclear what they're saying at the time, but immediately you see that it's a robbery. He's holding him. Ollie's not putting up a fight. He's being calm, he's being composed, and he's taking the safe option. He's not trying to put up a fight. Watches, jewelry, earrings, necklaces, whatever you want, they're not worth losing your life over, right? So then the other man goes up behind his brethren, takes out a rope from the bag, and I assume they end up tying him up, right? And then robbing the jewelers, okay? So it's a robbery. It's not armed. They decided to manhandle Ollie and allegedly tie him up and steal what they steal. Again, as I said, I saw this video yesterday and I thought, Jesus, this is London again. Some more clowns doing what clowns do, just being jobless and trying to rob people for jewelry and all these things, you know. Rather than getting a job, rather than getting an education, rather than pursuing something creative, they're trying to rob a legitimate establishment. Typical London in 2024. So I thought, you know what, I'm probably not going to address this. Maybe I'll address it in my own time. And then I'm hearing now, specifically from UK Gossip, the Instagram page, that they've got a hold of a picture of the victim, Ollie, and the caption is this. As you can see on your screen right now, it says, "R.I.P. Ollie. Rest in peace, Ollie. Always had a smile that would brighten up the room." And the caption to this image that UK Gossip says, it says, "The jeweler we posted yesterday, Ollie, has sadly taken his own life." As I said, this is my only source at the moment. I've seen on Instagram, I've seen on Twitter that people reckon he's taken his own life, but there's nothing concrete. I really hope this is not the case. I really hope this is fake news. I really hope this is bullshit and I can just remove this video once it comes out that he is safe and alive. Now, what do we know for certain? We know for certain that the gentleman that did this, the clowns that robbed this man, they have to go to jail, like regardless, for committing a crime, for a robbery. One could even argue they should get even greater sentence for the aftermath, because one could argue their actions and the fallout on social media was the final straw for him, was the final nail in the coffin and pushed Ollie over the edge. I'm 50-50. Of course, I believe that these men should be punished. But I suppose when they robbed him, did they know what he was dealing with? Did they know the demons he was carrying? They definitely didn't. But their actions potentially tipped him over the edge. Now, as I said, I really hope this is not true. But if it is true, Ollie was clearly battling some serious demons. Whatever he was going through in his life, it was a dark, dark time. And I empathise, I sympathise. I've wanted to do the same thing multiple times in my life. I've battled my mental health and depression and addiction and all these things my whole life that I've often dreamed and planned to transition into the next life. I mean, I'm not gonna go into detail why I wouldn't, because one of my parents tried to do the same shit and I've got strong opinions on it, especially when it comes to like you as a parent and whatnot, and you just transition the pain to your family and whatnot. But I also empathize and understand that if someone is prepared to take their own life, you have to be in such a dark, dark space where nothing else matters. And a person like that deserves empathy, deserves sympathy. And if this is true and this is not bullshit, we need to be looking at what's happened in Ollie's life that's pushed him to the edge, because this has been a long time coming, clearly. Is it fair to say that the robbers caused this? I wouldn't say it's 100% fair, but I don't think it's necessarily wrong if they got extra charges. But I mean, again, I don't know. That's not for me to decide. That's a judge to decide and a jury. But what we do know is whatever's happened in poor Ollie's life up until this point has pushed him to the point of no return. And I believe him getting robbed by these gentlemen, by these goofs, and the fallout from social media, it going somewhat viral, him being robbed, I reckon that was the final nail in the coffin. I can't believe this. This is such a insane turn of events. It went from a robbery to, well, an alleged suicide. I'm so sorry, innit? I'm so sorry to the friends of Ollie, the family, the business. But most importantly, I'm sorry to Ollie. I'm sorry that the world has been so difficult and life has been so hard to the point where you don't want to continue no more. I understand. And sadly, I'm not the only one that understands. A lot of people empathize and understand, because mental health is such an important thing and it's difficult for a lot of us. I think there's a lesson to be had here, man. There's a lesson to be learned here. And I believe you don't know what someone's going through. You don't know what someone's dealing with. And that's why when you approach strangers, when you have interactions with strangers, it's so important to have manners, showcase kindness, empathy. Do you know the thing that makes my day is when a stranger just gives you a compliment? There's a story that I often say. I went to Liverpool years ago. Bearing in mind, I'm from London, born and raised, yeah? So in London, people are moody, people are depressed, people are grumpy, people are arrogant. That capital city mentality, people are obnoxious, people are moving 100 miles an hour. And up north, they're friendly. It's a lot slower, they're nicer. Of course there's badness everywhere and dickheads everywhere, but they're nicer. And I remember I was in Liverpool one time, 2018, I had my locks. They were small, obviously. They were like, obviously back here, I looked a bit like a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, respectfully, I just did, innit? And I go to the gym now. I'm in Liverpool and I'm walking in, 7 a.m. I'm tired. And this woman said to me, "I love your hair." And I had to double take. I said, "What?" She said, "I love your hair." And I thought, what the fuck? Like, what are you trying to sell me? What are you doing here? Like what is this? Like, 'cause I'm not used to this. Like, coming from London, like, from the ends, you're not really used to something like that. If you got someone say, "Oh, nice hair," they'll look at you like, "What are you talking to?" You're a weirdo. And the reason I say all that little story is because that made me feel great for the entire day. That woman didn't know me. She had no idea who I was. I never saw her again. But that interaction with a stranger made my day. So it's important that any interaction that we have with a stranger, we don't know what people are dealing with. That interaction could save someone's life. Or alternatively, a bad interaction when they're on the brink can take someone's life. And I believe, if this is true, I believe this encounter was just the final straw, and it ended up in a life being lost. So you can argue they could get manslaughter for that, but we can't prove that. You know what I'm saying? Really and truly, they should definitely go down for the robbery. But pinning something extra on them, I don't know. Maybe that's a bit harsh, but I don't know. But at the end of the day, there's got to be, in a world like this, there should be some sort of punishment for that. But I suppose we can't prove that encounter led to the taking of Ollie's life. But this is crazy, man. I just want to say rest in peace, Ollie. I'm praying for the friends and family. And yeah, as I said, just be mindful. Any interaction that we have with people, try and be kind, try and be the best version of yourself, because you don't know what that interaction can do to someone. It can actually save a life. Let me know your thoughts, man. Like, comment, subscribe. RIP Ollie. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay vigilant. Peace.